everybody and welcome to another video. We start this one off in Streatham and we're behind one of Sadiq Khan's License to Kill assassins. It's coming up to an amber light in a second, and normally when the lights go amber it means slow down and then eventually stop, not speed up to go through the red light.
Red light camera ahead.
Unfortunately the red light camera is the next set of lights, not these ones. And the trouble is, going through that red light got him nowhere, because that is him still in front of me and we're still in Streatham. But we're not looking at him now, we're looking over to the right. A cyclist. As you can see, we've got green light. That means that you will have a red light, matey. But we all know it says in the highway code that cyclists don't have to stop at red lights. I am joking, by the way, although you think it was true. Now in this clip, we've got a 20 mph speed limit and I've got an Audi catching me up pretty quickly. And we all know what that means. The Audi was going too fast. Obviously we're going under 20 now because I've got traffic in front of me. Now Audi drivers, they struggle at the best of times with two hands on the steering wheel. So why the hell does this Audi driver seem to think that he can drive with one hand and the other hand is holding a wrap? If you look into the car there, you can clearly see it. He's holding it right up in the air. And not only does this guy struggle with his steering, he struggles with his right foot as well. I mean, look how close he is now to me. While driving with one hand and one hand on a wrap. He's looking to overtake, which is why he's so far over to the left-hand side as we're looking at it, the right normally. And then he eventually comes back in, but he keeps on trying to look round me to see if he can overtake. It's a 20 mph speed limit, you numpty. And the thing is, if you've been watching this Audi correctly, you would be seeing him going to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, all the way down this road, because he cannot drive. He cannot drive one-handed. I'd love to see him drive two-handed to see if he's any better. Remember, we're only doing 20 miles an hour and he cannot keep the car in a straight line. Yes, he's been looking to overtake me, but not all the time. He's had a look and realises he can't do it, and then he still can't stay in the lane correctly. Now this road is the South Circular, by the way, the A205. Now if you're familiar with this road or you haven't used this road in a long while, this road has changed a lot. It used to be a 30 mph speed limit. In some places it used to be a 40 mph. But most of it now is a 20 mph speed limit. This should never be a 20 mph speed limit road. It's too big. But I'm going to show you this from the front camera in a second, because this Audi does try to overtake me. But before I show you that, what is that there? What is that there? Why have they put an extra bit of pavement on there for the thousands and thousands of pedestrians that use it? Or should I say, don't use it? Look at the size of the pavement anyway. Is it really needed to put an extra bit on it? For what? The trouble is, years ago, this one-way system that we're about to go into here, two vehicles could go side by side where that car in front of me is there and go round it, because some people want to go off to the left and some people want to go off to the right. We're going off to the right, so we have to get across. So I'm going to get round the bend here and then eventually go across. The Audi wants to do exactly the same as us. It was a half-hearted attempt to actually overtake me here, and if you look there, they've done the same here. Years ago, two vehicles used to be able to go round this one-way system here, but they've made the pavement bigger. Look, for the thousands and thousands of pedestrians that need it. It's crazy. So we go back to the rear camera now, and the Audi does do a little bit of, it's half-hearted, I know, but has he seen that new pavement there? That's been there a few years now. Look at his steering when he comes round here. Whoop, yeah, a little bit of an oversteering. Careful of that wrap, mate. You don't want to get sauce all over your car, do you? Yeah. Try driving with two hands, because you definitely can't drive with one, mate. Now in this next clip, some of you are going to blame me for this. So this is why this is called
Controversial Clip of the Week.
Basically because I didn't indicate. It didn't matter to me whether I indicated or not. If you look down there in the distance, you will see a van reversing out into this road. And you cannot get two cars side by side down this road because of the parking. Even with that skip to the right hand side, that little gap there, that's not big enough for this van to get into. So that van has pulled out. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know where it's going. And now it's going to reverse back into the place where it's just come out of. Unfortunately, that's where I want to go, and I'm not indicating. Not yet, because I don't know what he's doing. He shouldn't have pulled out. He's made me stop. If I was going straight on, he's made me stop. So I'm telling him, I'm showing him I need to go down then. If you know how to lip read, you can see him say, why are you not fucking indicating?
I'm not there yet, am I? I didn't expect you to do that, did I? Thank you. Pull out when fucking someone's coming. Dickwad.
Now for me, it didn't matter whether I was indicating or not, because he's pulled out and he can't go past me, so he shouldn't have pulled out. So we're back in Streatham for this one. It's a 20 mile an hour speed limit again. Look at the size of the road, 20 mile an hour speed limit, joke. We've got a Burke and a Merc behind us who couldn't obviously see the 20 mile an hour speed limit. He couldn't obviously see, in actual fact it's a woman, cannot see that it's only one single lane here until we get a little bit further down the road. So yeah, shouldn't be overtaking there really. There's only one lane here and cuts across and turning left, the same as what I am. Now we are going in the same direction. When we turn left here, we're both going to be turning right. And there's two lanes that go into one. You know, a merging turn. And you know what's coming, don't you? Obviously, I've just seen it do that behind me. And obviously, I know how Burks in Mercs drive. I knew that the merging turn was never ever going to happen with this car. Never in a million years. Now, if we merge in turn correctly, I should be getting in behind the British gas van there. That is my spot. Never in a million years was this going to happen. Not as long as I've got a hole in my arse, that woman was ever going to give way to me or let me get into that gap. Never. Oh, and by the way, there was a phone involved here as well. You never ever see the phone, which is why you can't zoom it in. But I saw the phone in her hand. Unfortunately, the camera didn't.
Just what you expect from a Burke in a Merc. Now it's a 20 mile an hour speed limit. You watch this thing go. I'm doing the 20 now.
Yeah, and then obviously shoots off to traffic. Well done. Good job. Now, in this clip, we're going on to manners. And you know me and manners. I may shout and scream a lot when I'm out on the road, but manners, there's something in me that I just expect a decent thank you if you let someone out. Now, this turning is a shit turning to get out of. It's horrible, which is why I let this woman out. I can see that she can't see around this bloody brick wall here. So she's edges out a little bit more. And I gave her a little wave to say, after you.
You're welcome, though. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're very welcome.
Now, as you can probably hear, I was a little bit rattled by that. Because not only did she not say thank you, she looked at me as though I'd called her an ugly... Yeah, I can't say that word. Anyway, I needed something to help me cheer me up. And there it is over there, they never fail. A Fiat 500, the trainee Audi driver with a light out.
Bastard.
Yes, we're back in Epsom now. And you can tell I wasn't that thrilled to be stopping at this red light. Because if you know Epsom, once you get hit on one red light, you catch them all. BMW behind me. Have a look at where its head is. It's obvious that there's a mobile phone involved there. There's nothing down that side of the car that's interesting. Only your mobile phone. Just put it away. Leave it alone. And I know that this car behind me in a second is going to be in the wrong lane. And I'm seeing this more and more. It's people going to the shortest queue of traffic rather than being in the correct lane, which means being behind a bit of traffic. I can see it happening more and more on the roads now. It's a bit of a joke, and well, this happens all the time. People being on their phone while they're waiting at traffic lights. It's still an offence, even though you're not driving. It's still an offence. So there's a big clue. Look at the gap that she's left there because she wasn't quick away, because she was looking at seeing where Sharon got her leggings from again. Now the lane that she wants is my lane here to the left hand side, because she's going straight. She's going straight up towards Tattenham, and that's the lane that you should really be in. Even though the other lane does have a straight on arrow, you do have to cut in. And I know that she's doing it, but you just get a feeling about someone when you're on the road, you know. I know that she's going to do it. I didn't expect the car behind her to do what it does, though. Because look where the car behind her comes from. It goes right the way round everyone. Look, there it goes. It was in the correct lane. But as I say, these people get in the wrong lane just to get to the front of a shorter queue rather than being in the correct lane. It is a bit weird. Now the car behind the BMW is a lot worse than the BMW. The BMW's got time to get over to the left hand side. This car to my right hand side now does not have a lot of time to get over because it wants to take the next left. It wants to take this left turn in here, right here. It wants to turn down there, and yet it's in the right hand lane. Just because it's a shorter queue. What is wrong with these people? So it's lucky because the bikes are both turning left, which gives it the room to actually get across. Now, I stand by what I say here, that this guy knew exactly where he was going. He wasn't confused. Wasn't the first time he's been down this road and all that sort of nonsense. He knew exactly what he was doing. He just didn't want to wait in a queue. Trust me, I get to see this all the time, this driving. Now in this clip, I'm about to turn right onto the main road here. There's a learner that's just gone past and there's a Range Rover. In my opinion, that is too close to the learner. No need to be that close. You can't overtake it. Look, there's double solid white lines in the road, so you can't overtake it. So just relax and give it some space. No need to be that close at all. So we come round here. This is a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, which I find really weird, that you've got a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit and then you put bumps in the road, speed bumps. So you can't do 30 miles an hour on a 30-mile-an-hour road, because if you hit that at 30 miles an hour, you're going to do damage to your vehicle. Now, I don't know how long this Range Rover's been behind that learner getting frustrated at its speed, because we're not doing 30 miles an hour, but no one would be doing 30 miles an hour over these speed bumps, unless you're a Range Rover, of course. So off it goes. Now the thing is, this is the last speed bump, and I can understand the speed that we're going over that. That's fine by me, but it is a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit going into a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit now. We're doing about 25 now, and we don't get much faster than 25 all the way down this road, which to me is too slow. I know 40 mile an hour isn't a target, but 25 on a 40, you should be doing a bit more than that. And look how far over to the left this learner is. That's really poor driving instructing for me. It should be going faster, and it should be going more central in the lane. You don't have to drive in the bushes. You're almost touching the curb, if there is a curb there, because we can't see it because of all the grass and bushes there. There might be a rock solid curb there that you're going to be hitting if you're not careful. Move it. You should be telling it to move over. But that is just, that's poor driving instructing. Really is. You should be over and you should be going a lot faster. It's 40. We ain't even got to 30 yet. Now, if your student isn't up to going to 40 miles an hour, that's okay. They've got to learn to do that. They've got to learn to do it, and that's why they're learning. But you shouldn't be bringing them on a 40 mile an hour speed limit road if they're not up to doing it though. And to be honest, I don't think their steering's up to doing it anyway. They were too close to the curb, and you as a driving instructor should be telling them to move over. Anyway, we only got over 30 mile an hour here. This is the only bit we got to over 30 miles an hour. And I know it's not a target and all of that sort of stuff. I know that, but they've got to be a little bit capable of doing closer to the speed limit, and the steering has got to be a lot better. As you can see, there's no advertising for the company on the car at all. What a surprise. I wonder why that is. So, answers on a postcard or in the comments section down below. Am I being a bit harsh on that driving instructor? I'm not having a go at the learner at all. It's all about the driving instructor for me on that one. Now, for the last clip of the day, it's your typical Range Rover, and for all you people playing London Dashcam Bingo, the camera doesn't do it justice. We've got a white line down the middle of the road. We've got a 30 mile an hour speed limit road. Here comes the Range Rover. As I say, the camera didn't do it justice. If you look over to the left hand side, you will see a speed limit sign light up because he's going too fast, and he's also across my side of the lane. Yeah, they just can't do the basics right, can they, some people? Maybe it was taught by that driving instructor we just saw. Anyway, guys, that's all we got time for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.